Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I hope you all are
Walaikum
doing
salam.
well. I am SUMERA, Healthy Wali, and today I'm
Nice to
here with another
see
exciting
you.
episode that how you create a growth mindset and embrace challenges.
Okay.
Audience, a growth mindset is a belief
A
that
growth.
abilities and intelligence can
Hmm.
improve with effort and learning. It shifts your
Right.
focus from fear of failure to the opportunity to grow through experience. And when you start embracing challenges, you stop
Hmm.
avoiding difficulties and begin learning from them. So, this
Right.
mindset is the key to long term success, resilience, and continuous self improvement. For discussing this topic, I am joined by ChatGPT today in my studio. So, let's start the discussion. Welcome to the
Happy
studio,
to.
ChatGPT. How are you doing today?
Thank you. I'm doing well, and it's great to be here. Thanks for having me on. Rayhan, a growth mindset starts with seeing effort as the path, not a sign of weakness. When something feels hard, instead of thinking, I can't do this, the shift is more like, I can't do this yet, but I can learn. That little word yet really opens things up.
Okay, GPT, as you are here in my studio, it's pleasure for me today. So, first of all, I would like to start from here. That how would you define the growth mindset in a simple and practical terms, and how it is different from a fixed mindset in everyday life?
Sure, simply, a growth mindset means I can get better with practice. Challenges are training, not proof you aren't good enough. A fixed mindset says I'm either good at this or not, so effort feels pointless. In daily life, growth mindset looks like feedback, trying again after a rough draft, or taking on a challenge just outside your comfort zone. Mistakes become information, not an identity statement, right?
You are absolutely right, GPT. So, why is embracing challenges important for personal and professional growth? What is your opinion about that? You think all about it?
One sec. That's a great question. Embracing challenges is crucial because growth happens when you step out of that comfort zone, right? Each challenge teaches skill, builds confidence, and stretches adaptability. If we avoid them, comfort wins short term, but the long term cost is stagnation. You risk underestimating what you're actually capable of. My view, treat challenges as invitations, not obstacles. They're the training ground for bigger goals ahead.
That was a very valuable insight. Thank you, GPT. How can someone train their mind to see challenges as opportunities instead of obstacles? And what do you think? What mind shift is required to make this change?
One sec. Thank you. That's a thoughtful point. Try reframing the question, why is this happening, to what can this teach me? See effort as progress, not proof of inadequacy. Replace, I can't do this with, I can't do this yet. Celebrate small improvements, treat mistakes as feedback. And over time, those little shifts build a steady habit of curiosity instead of fear. And that's how obstacles gradually become stepping stones instead.
I really appreciate you clearly explained the concept.
I'm
Uh,
glad.
Deputy, my next question is that what role does failure play in developing a growth mindset? And can failure actually becomes a powerful learning tool? I mean to say that do you find that failure is a powerful tool or not? What about your opinion about that?
Let give me a second. Thank you. Another excellent question.
Thank you.
Failure is central. Exactly. It gives feedback you can't get from success alone. With a growth mindset, you treat setbacks as data, not verdicts. Yes, I do think failure can be a powerful learning tool. Many breakthroughs come after repeated failures because each one clarifies what doesn't work, guiding you towards what might. The shift is learning to pause, reflect, adjust, and try again with a little more wisdom than before. That's where the growth really sneaks in.
That's make a lot of sense, GPT. Okay, now I'm talking about the self-talk. How does self-talk influence our ability to adopt a growth mindset? And can changing our inner dialogue improve how to face difficulties or not?
Looking one sec. Thanks for that. A very thoughtful question. Self talk shapes what you believe you can do. And if that inner voice is harsh, like I'm not good enough, it pushes you toward avoidance. But when you reframe it around learning, like I can learn this, you give yourself permission to keep trying. Changing the inner narration builds confidence and steadies you when things get hard. So, the words we use with ourselves really do matter. Supportive self talk makes challenges feel more doable and over time helps turn obstacles into opportunities.
I found your explanation very helpful, Ripti.
I'm
Okay,
glad to hear
now I
that.
am now I am going to talk about the comfort zone. How can stepping out of your comfort zone help someone to grow mentally and emotionally? And why do many people resistant to take that first step?
One sec. Thank you. That's a wonderful question.
Thank you.
Stepping out stretches, you're welcome. Stepping out of your comfort zone stretches your mental and emotional muscles. You gain confidence, adaptability, and you start handling discomfort in new ways, right? The resistance is mostly the brain trying to keep things predictable and safe, but growth rarely feels safe at first. My view, you don't need a giant leap. Small, steady steps outside the familiar create durable growth. That's usually enough to start.
Okay, you shared a very important and great perspective. Finally, GPT, I want to know like about the growth mindset. How does a growth mindset impact motivation and long-term success? And does believing in improvement help maintain consistency or not?
Checking. Thank you. That's an excellent closing question.
Thank
A growth mindset fuels motivation by keeping the focus on progress, not perfection. And yes, believing you can improve tends to boost consistency because setbacks are treated as part of learning, not a signal to quit. Over the long run, that mindset builds resilience and keeps effort steady, even when results are slow. So the consistency becomes natural instead of forced. In my view, that's how lasting success is built.
you. That was explained very clearly. Thank you, GPT. And my last question to you about the barriers. I'm talking about the common barriers. Like, what are the common barriers that stop people from embracing challenges? And how someone can overcome their fear, doubt, or lack of confidence?
One sec. That's a wonderful final question.
Thank you.
Common barriers include fear of failure, self doubt, fear of criticism, or believing success should be instant. Those thoughts freeze action. Overcoming them often starts small. Set doable goals, swap harsh self talk for encouraging reminders, and focus on learning, not perfection. In my view, courage isn't absence of fear. It's moving forward in spite of it. Each small step weakens doubt and strengthens confidence. Over time, that practice builds resilience, makes challenges feel less intimidating, and keeps growth in motion.
That's a really valuable insight, GPT. Thank you for joining us today and shared a lot of informative data with us.
Happy to help. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you, GPT, and thank you all the audience who are joining us today in our show. Finally, I would like to say that a growth mindset is not something you are born with it, rather, it is something you develop over time in your life. By embracing challenges, you turn your difficulties into opportunities for learning. Audience, every small effort adds to your progress and build resilience over time. In the end, I would like to say that growth begins the moment you decide to keep moving forward. So, if you find my show meaningful, then like, comment, and share it with your friends and family so that they can also benefit it from it. Till then, take very good care of yourself. Be happy, keep learning, and make your every minute count. See you next time soon. Till then, Allah Hafiz.
Khuda Hafiz.